That press conference was given on Whitewater and the cattle futures controversy.
Yeah, in April 22nd, 1994.
The cattle futures controversy, we didn't really explain what that is. And what that is Hillary Clinton made a bunch of investments in futures and, well, I mean, I already know what it is, but she made a bunch of investments in futures. Initially, she had $1,000, and she ended up walking away not very long afterwards with like $100,000.
So like insider trading kind of shit.
They think she had something like that, some kind of financial crimes. Either that or people were bribing. Like it was another way to.
So
cover,
yeah, it was only a 10-month period.
Like it was another way to cover money that they had gotten in ways. Like it's no, I didn't get it in bribes. I got it on the stock market
through cattle futures.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. That's my understanding.
Yeah.
Of the cattle futures controversy.
Interesting. So yeah, in less than 10 months,
basically, the Clintons. Basically, a lot of what's wrong with the Clintons historically, like not just the sexual scandals, is where is the money coming from and going?
That's not just with the Clinton Foundation, but with everything.
Just the Clintons in general.
Yeah, there's getting money from all over the
campaigns.
place.
I don't remember when they started the Clinton Foundation. She might want to be left alone. My cat gets irritated. I don't remember when they started the Clinton organization or foundation, but it was even before that. In fact, people think that the Clinton Foundation was started simply to launder money.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to mention. Yeah, well, there's a whole conspiracy behind that.
Way to launder
that's
money.
How they speak. That's how they do help in sovereignty changes. Help when there's a natural disaster. They make sure the people that are their friends get the contract so they can put money through the Clinton Foundation. Also, there's warlords and criminals that have donated to the Clinton Foundation.
Yeah, after she ran for president, everything got aired out.
Yeah.
So in the 90s, we didn't know any of this yet.
Oh yeah,
but now
we know. Now we pretty much know who the Clintons are, and that's why.
Yeah,
it was
exactly.
No way she could. I didn't think there was any chance she could beat Trump.
In the 90s, you were like, Vince Foster not killing himself. They killed Vince. That's absurd.
Yeah,
but now it's like
plausible.
Did they do it?
Yeah,
now
it's very plausible.
All of it back then, people liked them a lot better.
Again, how they can connect to the House of Cards show? It's a lot of similarities.
I was gonna say, it's running parallel. It runs parallel with the show. I swear to God.
A lot of body count, a lot of money laundering, a lot of bodies in the closet,
a lot of journalist manipulation, secrets. It's got House of Cards written all over it.
Yeah.
Like when he sends his buddy away, the alcoholic,
there's a litany of scandals. we even
No, I'm talking about in the show.
No, I know. That's what I mean. There's a litany of them in the show, and there's a litany of them in real life.
That's real. You could draw parallels all day, I guess, between this show and the
Clintons. Because if you look at the Clintons, we're touching on some of this, the most known scandals.
And I watch a lot of YouTube, and I haven't heard anyone talk about the comparison. And there's a lot of similarities there, man. And that show, those are ruthless politicians in that show. They're terrible people.
Oh, yeah. And a lot of them make them look like suicides. That's why the whole thing of making it look like a suicide is a real...
It's a theme
in the Clintons' list of people who have died around them.
Kill list,
they might not have
suicides.
Killed people, but a lot of people seem to die around them.
Yeah, they killed themselves around them.
Yeah,
allegedly.
Yeah,
it's all it's alleged.
They do kill themselves around them.
They're definitely dead.
Yeah, and
that's the one part that's not alleged.
And it's definitely being said to be suicide. That's not alleged either. But there seems to be a lot.
That's what they're alleging.
Yeah. But if the coroner is saying it's a suicide, that's what they're stating it as a fact.
Well, yeah, that it's supposed to be a fact, but yikes.
But yikes! If there's that many people, it's a pattern.
There you go. That's a good way to put it. That's solid.
You can start putting it and charting it on a chart and doing a bell curve.
Once you
start
can grasp
actually
something,
analyzing
there's
stuff.
a pattern here.
Like if you have that many variables and you can start charting it and analyzing it, it's weird.
It is weird. It's very weird.
Like if that was happening to anybody else, like if it was me, let's say, and there was that many people killing themselves around me, there'd be a problem.
You would be the main person of interest.
There would be a problem.
Exactly.
I would be getting investigated for being most likely a serial killer.
So this implies essentially is
a lot.
Yeah.
It's a huge shoe drop.
The implications are endless. No, but they definitely had a lot of people in their pocket.
Oh yeah, and it very might be so that the pressure put upon them by the Clintons drove them to kill themselves. That could be the other. It doesn't have to mean they had them killed. But it is interesting. You can't deny the fact that they
ruined lives.
Yeah,
that can't be denied.
If it's not that they had them killed. It's that something along the lines they did to cause their death.
Oh, so remember earlier when you were asking me why the state trooper was involved?
Yeah.
It's because when he was governor, apparently he used state troopers to drive the women to meet him.
Interesting. So they were like chauffeuring women to him.
Yeah. So one guy.
Yeah.
Danny Ferguson.
Yeah. I think he has come out saying he's felt like a pimp, quote.
Yeah, he's admitted to it. Yeah. It's bad, dude. Like
could you imagine dropping them off, waiting, and then picking them up to drive them wherever they had to go? Like, God.
I think I think Jennifer Flowers said that he propositioned her. So he was a creep too.
Yeah.
So he
might have even picked people up for him. Hey, you want to have sex?
That's
with
what I'm
president?
saying. Like you don't tell Johnny Boy Scout state trooper to go get your bitches for you.
You find a Roy Cohen state trooper.
Exactly. You find the biggest scumbag on the force, and you go, hey,
want to make a few extra bucks?
Kindred spirit.
I got a few extra bucks here for you if you can bust me my punani.
Right? Why don't you raid in some hoes, dog?
God, that is a terrible thing.
Isn't that horrible?
That is awful.
It's bad.
Well, that's why, whenever, you see the Democrats saying how unprecedented this shit is Trump is doing, it's all a bunch of shit.
It's not quite unprecedented.
Both sides have done all this shit. It's just the difference between Trump and a Democrat is Trump will do it on camera in your face.
And he's super racist about it.
That too. But the real big difference is that he'll do it in the open.
There's no shame.
He'll all of his crimes have been done out in the open while the Clintons hide everything.
He has not yet had to perjure himself in front of a grand jury.
He'll perjure himself in the State of the Union.
Right. Just wait till
just put a camera on the guy. He'll perjure himself.
Right.
But again,
get him talking.
That's the big difference. You have the Clintons where everything is in the shadows and shady, and I think that was part of the reason people were afraid of her.
Again, it was House of Cards.
Everything was
conspiracy.
She was trying to be, I'm the perfect person to be president, when everyone knew it was dude, your husband was getting blowjobs in the White House.
Right. That show is very cloak and dagger.
Yeah,
and they're very cloak and dagger.
Well, it's all about the front you show. It's all about what the image everybody is seeing, and it's perfect for today. She was almost the right candidate for today's society because of social media and everything being about an image. Trump just had the backup from Russia and all these other things that allegedly that they were able to use social media better that Hillary was, but she was the perfect candidate for this time.
True.
She was a social, to put her on Instagram, she was the right person for
it's
being
unfortunate
the
she
PR
lost
president.
because now she really isn't anymore.
Well, yeah, because everything came out during the election.
Well, yeah, that
was the big problem, was the email scandal, Benghazi. Everything that came out during the election really sunk her, because she was trying to put this front of, I'm perfect for president, but we all saw that it wasn't real.
We all knew by that point.
Yeah, well, with Trump, he was just being honest.
A lot of it.
It was awful, but he was being honest in a terrible way.
I guess, the guy doesn't seem to...
It was like fake versus like kind of fake but truthful. I don't even know.
I don't know what to call him.
Yeah, he's bizarre.
He's all over the place.
Yeah.
But because
he does tell it like it is.
She's always been very self-motivated. Like, everything I've read about her, everything I've watched about her, him too, Bill too, like, they were the perfect couple.
Oh,
it might as well have been.
They say they made
an arranged marriage.
It's funny you say that. There's a quote where they say they made the Clintons made their political vows before they made their marital vows.
Makes sense.
That is a quote.
And again, the Underwoods again.
Totally. That is totally. I see that.
Right?
Yeah. Because you see it in the show where...
Didn't she leave? She left like a liberal women's college to like support his gubernatorial campaign.
Gubernatorial. I love that word. I really hope is
right.
real.
We're gonna use that shit over and over now.
Yeah, no, she did. She left.
Yeah, she left like a super liberal women's college.
She really changed herself.
It's like
her friends were really shocked by her.
I would almost compare her to like an Eleanor Roosevelt.
In a way,
she could be a closet les.
Possibly.
She doesn't seem to care about his philandering.
True. It's either that, like in the show, House of Cards, where they just have that deal, they're gonna do it, and that's just
they might have an open marriage,
or possibly the way
the Underwoods have an open marriage.
Yeah, that's why they made that connection. Oh yeah.
Well, so again,
that political vow
connection.
Before the wedding vow thing is played out in both the Clintons' life and the Underwoods. I guess you just be
screwing each other and everybody else.
Yeah, and they just know that there's no love involved or whatever, if that's what they care about.
There never was. It's all
power.
To me, it all looks, it's all motivation. It's all logistics. There's no love.
No, it's all about how can we be a symbiotic relationship to get more power. Yeah,
and I guess there's Chelsea. They have a daughter. They have a daughter.
Yeah.
So,
but again, that could be even, not to put her down anyway, but that could be political as well.
Yeah.
Like, that could be like, this makes us
They were a very nuclear 90s family. Yeah. Now it would be different, but then yes, the very much
that was still something people cared about.
The wholesome American family, at that point in time. Now it's all fucked up.
Well, now it's a much more open-minded society when it comes to certain things.
Yeah, and it's much more closed-minded when it comes to other things.
Yeah, totally. And it totally depends on where you are. It will be that way for a while.
I don't know if that'll ever end. Well, and that's another interesting thing is he's from the South and she is from New York.
Yeah. Well, Trump's from New York. That's the weirdest thing about him.
Well, but I'm saying
he should be from Virginia.
But not really. There's a ton of racists in New York. We have relatives in New York that are a little racist at times.
Yeah, I understand. No,
maybe they'll hear this podcast. It's not.
You can edit this part.
Everybody's. No, I'm not going to do that. Everybody's prejudiced sometimes. Though.
Well, there's stereotypes for a reason.
Yeah,
we have stereotypes because that's how we have seen things in society repetitively. Stereotypes.
And people play to their stereotypes all the time.
Don't exist for no reason.
Yeah, that's where we're going to end that before anybody says anything they regret. Yeah. And
good call. You were just like the wife of Governor. Did you see that bit where he was going to moonwalk?
Oh God.
Governor Latham was gonna moonwalk, and then she's like, "Not at this time.
Yeah,
not a good moment.
Inappropriate."
He was definitely gonna do it.
Oh,
Northam was totally about to moonwalk.
He was making his fucking move, man.
That was him trying to score 81 points like Kobe did during his case.
Yeah,
that was him. Like,
no.